Hello, this is Carrier again, and I have a mega review for you today. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 amazing books to review and to give away. So let's get started and talk about these great books and how you could win them. First, let me give you some information on the books. These are from the Colorit Free Your Creativity books. It's 3 different books. Colorit Calming Doodles, Volume 1, Colorit Flowers, Volume 1, Mandalas to Color, Volume 1. They retail for around about $20, give or take. They're single-sided on extra thick paper. I'll show you. This is some really thick paper. Look at this paper. This is some nice, thick, serious stock paper. The paper is like very faintly glossy, not a big deal. They work great with markers, pencils, etc. We're gonna, at the very end, you know how my reviews are. We're gonna go through the different mediums at the very end. It is included, they do include a blotting sheet that I think you just saw, but you don't really need the blotting sheet. They're wonderful designs that I really like about these because you can do these fairly quickly. I know some people have complained, especially about about some of these books being excessively detailed to the point where it's gonna take you forever to finish a page. You can do these fairly quickly, so that's really good. That means you can take these to different events. Like if you want to host a coloring day, these books would be great to take to a coloring day. Let's see, I mentioned that a blotting sheet is included. These are great for coloring parties. They have heavy cardboard stock and the front and back cover. Let me show you what I mean with the heavy cardboard stock. I don't know if you can see that, but that's some thick stock right there for your front and back cover. So that's what these books are. And I like about these books is even though they are technically, portrait style, you can totally turn them sideways and make them super wide angle landscape. And I actually like it better this way. So I'm gonna finish it this way. There's no right or wrong way to do this. So that's one of the things I really like about these books. These are really fun, colorful, like fun designs that you can do. I think these would be really fun to do either monochromatic. Ooh, look how great this would be for, I know some people struggle with shading and with practicing your light source. Like if you want to do all of your shading and having all of your picture have one light source, this would be so perfect to practice with that. And these papers are perforated. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they're perforated. I haven't torn one out yet, but I will for you guys. Because I love you guys. And like I said, there's 3 in the series. This is I guess the original. This is called just Doodles. And look how great some of these are. Some of these are really, really good. I mean, they're all good, but some of these are really good. Oh, look at this one. You know what you could do with this one? I would really like to do this one with like a sort of Persian rug style with using like reds and browns and sort of earthy colors, and you could turn this into like a Persian rug. Ooh, your flower explosion. So there's a lot of, these are really, really versatile. And when we get to the very end, each of these books have 50 pages. I don't know if I mentioned that, but each of these books has 50 pages, which is a lot of color. And that's not 50 pages overall. That's just 50 coloring pages. That's pretty good. And in addition to having the 50 coloring pages, they also have, I told you I love where they give you a chance to practice this sheet, because you can use this sheet to see like what you want to do. So you can do that. I love the fact that it's multiple, that it's you can do it like either way. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind, oh look, you get this this page belongs to, is that because this paper is so thick, this is some tips, and this is your blotting page that you get in all the books. All the books have this blotting page. This one has, this is the is this the mandalas? I think this is the, yeah, this is the mandalas. And these are, hold on one second. I think, are these the mandalas or the flowers? Yeah, these are the mandalas. See? See? I don't know where I was going. These are slightly thinner. The mandalas have slightly thinner lines, but these are really good if you like mandalas, because I feel like mandalas, people who like them do a lot of detailing with them. So these are perfect for the mandalas, so they're not too thick with the mandalas. And again, you can do that with these books. The only thing that you should keep in mind is, I know a lot of us have various sorts of disabilities. I have low vision, so when I color, I end up coloring like this with, you know, my coloring book in my hand like this and not on a table. So this book is, if that's what I want to do, this book is kind of heavy for that. So what I would probably do with this book is I'd probably take the sheets out individually. I didn't for the drawing that I was doing in that page, but I probably would for the rest of them, is take the sheet out and just put them on like a clipboard or a special drawing board, and that's fine. And that's not a big deal. But most people will color on a flat surface, you know, but that's something to keep in mind if you know, if like me, you have low vision, or you have another sort of issue where you end up having the book in your hand, is that this is really seriously thick stock. Like when I tell you this is thick stock, I'm not messing around. This stuff is really thick. So so the thick stock means that it's heavy. So that means that you have to sort of account for that. And then you add into account the cardboard backing, and that means that you have to you have to take that into account kind of, and then plan your. Ooh, look how pretty this one is. I'm not a fan of mandalas usually, but some of these I definitely want to do. Ooh, you could do this one like you could do this one in like a snowflake pattern with like a bunch of pale blues and grays. Ooh, okay, sorry. Super excited. So that's what that's how these are. These are all hand drawn, and they're all really nice. Like, ooh, I'm thinking like heavy on the red to give it like a red and black thing. And I like about these is that these are, a lot of people have requested books that are spiral bound, thick paper. This really gives you pretty much all the things that we request in books, like, you know, the thick binding, the lots of pictures to cover. You know, I've complained about excessive white space. There isn't really a lot of white space in these. So, oh, there's these, so you can sort of like plan your attack. Uh-oh. So you can do, yeah, you can do your plan right here. Nice. So it's always great to have a space to plan your attack. The other thing I like about this book, it doesn't really, you know, affect how it colors, but it affects like, you know, how I feel about it, is that they come shrink wrapped. So when you get them, they come shrink wrapped like this. So the winner will get the books that are shrink wrapped like this. See, this one is also shrink wrapped. And hold on one second. I'm gonna pause because I got. All right, I am back, and I have the very last book, but I wanted to show you me unshrink wrapping it, because you know we love taking out the shrink wrap. Oh, look at how good that feels. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. Oh, I love that feeling. All right, sorry. That's my own. That was for my own personal benefit. So this is the final books. This is original hand-drawn designs. These are colorful flowers. So this is the last book in the set. Once again, you get that lovely page. The great thing about me taking the shrink back out, you know, taking the shrink wrap out live, is that you get to see my own reactions to the book as I'm going through it. Once again, the tips, which are actually pretty good tips. And once again, this one tells you that's your sheet, your blotting sheet. That's actually what I'm going to use to show you how the perforation works. And these feature the thicker lines that were in the first book, but this is really nice. Oh, I like this. This book actually makes me want to get a set of markers. Even though you guys know that I mainly do color pencil, these books really make me want to go out and spend money and buy a set of markers, which I've sort of avoided buying a set of markers because all the markers that I like are expensive. Of course they are. And oh, the other thing is that I did some brief pre-testing testing, and these take Copics really well. Remember, I did another review, I can't remember which one, where I talked about how it would be nice if there was a book that could take Copics really well, and these books really did take the Copics quite nicely. And if you put that with the blotting page that's included, then this is pretty amazing. Also, as always, here he goes. He just finished eating again. Ugh. He's once again trying to block the flow of progress, and I'm not gonna let him because he just finished eating again, so I'm not really sure what he would be complaining about. Anyway, look at how nice these are. Oh, look at this. You know what? I could see with this one, I can see some like some gold sort of drops that sort of drop onto the flowers and give them like a little gold edging. So many ideas. And because these worked up pretty fast with the color pencils, because I did a sample sheet with the color pencil, and they worked up pretty fast with the color pencil, but I feel like with the marker these would work up even faster with a marker. So it kind of makes me want to get markers, because I saw how vibrant the colors got and how nice they got too with a marker. So that is all. Look at that, and the same wonderful spiral double binding. You know, my issue with spiral binding is they always use the cheap single binding, but this uses the nice solid double binding. Look at that, you can't even squeeze that. These are really nicely made. They are, you know, like the features that we asked for aren't cheap. So this isn't the least expensive book, but it's definitely the highest quality one that I've looked at that uses actual paper and not cardboard stock for the drawing. Like, these are the highest quality ones for the paper stock that I've actually seen. So that's great. All right, let me pause once again and tell you how you can win. And oh, how was I to forget? I'm going to show you how they look with your various mediums, and I'm gonna get my watercolor brush out and get started. All right, be right back. Okay, so before I show you how they color, I promised that I would take out the blotter page for you so you can see how the perforation works. Now, what they tell you to do is to fold the sheet first and then take it out. So that's what I'm gonna do, but you know that's not my style. My style would be to just rip the whole thing out. Matter of fact, I'll do that with another book. Is I'll rip the whole thing out and see how it does, and then they tell you that it's supposed to. Oh, it does come right out. They tell you that if you do that, it comes right out. But you know me, I hate following instructions, so I'm going to show you a different blotter page and do it the way that I would want to do it. Just pull this out here. Oh, that's why you're not supposed to do that. You see, that's why you follow directions. You see that? Well, that's why you're supposed to follow directions. All right. I guess I'll follow directions. All right, at least now I know why you're supposed to follow directions. Wait, let me show you how they color. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back to finally show you how they actually color. All right, so I did this with Faber Castell regular Polychromos, and this honestly did not take me that long to do, and they're very nicely layered. I think each of these has at least like 3 or 4 layers. So that's pretty nice, and it didn't really take me that long to do. They haven't been burnished or anything, but I'm not even sure that I would burnish them. They just look so nice. So that was really nice to be able to do that in, like, I think this one took me like a half hour. So that's pretty good and pretty fast. All right, let's look at the mediums. All right, here we go with our medium look. What we have, Mia, is we have your Polychromos, did your 3 colors, your Crayola, and your Prismacolors. I mentioned earlier that the Copics do go in really nicely. Let me show you the back of this Copics page. Look at that. Look how nice that is. And it didn't even bleed through to the following page. I deliberately didn't use the blender, the blotter page that they gave you, because I wanted to take the blotter page off on air to just show you how the paper comes out so we can both see it together. But as you can see, it didn't bleed through the next page. It didn't go on the next page, and it just came on the back. And if you've used Copics before, you know that this is really good. So that was really nice to see. These is the Faber Castell Pitt pens, and I kind of went a little nuts in this section. I just kind of kept going with the pen, so maybe don't go as hard as I do. But this is another color test. This was the Pitt pen. This is the Polychromos, medium pressure, not particularly heavy pressure. The ones that I did here, I think I used a little bit more pressure. This is medium pressure right here. And then this is the Albert Durr watercolor pencil. And I got my brush right here, and let's see how it does. I'm kind of scared, honestly, because it's so good already that I'm kind of scared. But as always, I promise you that I would do this for you. So let's do this. Oh, look how nice that is. That needs more water. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, you can use a lot more water. Oh, that's really nice. Normally, I mean, you saw my watercolor pencil method video, and if you didn't, I will link to it right here so you can see it. But I normally don't use this much water, and then I'm gonna zoom in and show you how it looks. Oh, I could have used more water and more color. So that's really nice to see that you're able to use water. Let's see what the back looks like. That's always the real test. Oh, the back looks fine. Look at that. There's a little bit of moisture in the back, but it's really not that bad, especially compared to some of the ones we've seen where the back looks almost wet. That looks really quite nice. So that is that. All right, so how do you win this amazing book? So you can purchase these books on Etsy, Amazon, or Colorit.com. Etsy has them for $15.99, and I will give you a link below. So how do you win this amazing book? These amazing books, because you will get all three and shrink wrap so you can unwrap them. All you have to do is you have to be a US-based subscriber and comment below telling me what your favorite color is. Since these are Colorit, you can tell me what your favorite color is. And a US-based subscriber will win all three copies. You'll be randomly selected, blah, 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 legalese. And also, the publisher has been wonderful and very kind in sending me these copies, but they've also sent me a special link for you guys so that everyone is a winner and everyone can download 4 images from the book. Am I counting correctly? Is this 4? No, this is 4. Everyone can win 4 images from everyone can just download 4 images from the books to try them out. So all the links will be right below here in the description, the very top of the description. They'll be the first links that you see. And thank you so much for staying with me. I know this video was unusually long, but I appreciate you guys staying with me. And good luck to everybody. And I hope you guys enjoy the free download that we were hooked up with. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.